Hey everyone, this is Tom Miller, founders of Building Leaders. We're here to talk about the first chapter in Todd Whitaker's book, What Great Principals Do Differently. And his first chapter, Why Look at Great. So why do we look at great? Well, if we only continue to look at ourselves or good, then we'll never be able to lift our leadership lid, right? Remember, in John Maxwell's 21 Laws of Leadership, the first law is the law of the lid. And what John says is if your leadership ability out of 10, let's say it's a 3, right? This is 10, this is a 3, and this is you. You are going to constantly you are the lid on your organization's success. So the one main reason to look at great is so we can see what great looks like. And I had the opportunity to witness this firsthand when I was a charter school principal at Charter Day School. In my second year, I started my dissertation process. And my dissertation was to look at 5 charter schools that had either exceeded academic growth for 5 years or been in honor schools of excellence at the times, what they had for 5 consecutive years. And we had a list of about 10 of 11 schools, but these 5, said yes. And what I got to do is I got to leave my school and go spend time with 5 incredible school leaders and their staff and some of their board members, get in their classrooms, have a better understanding of how they communicated, connected. They had systems in place, right? They were constantly raising the expectations. They had very clear professional expanded opportunities for their professionals to grow, right? They were growing capacity from within. Compared to the organization I was in, which was a lot of turnover, we had good systems. We were a good system, good data-oriented organization, but we weren't necessarily in that level of growing people in terms of internally for them later to be principals at the time. So the first thing that I did is when I came back is we had one major focus, right? Because one charter school leader told me, doesn't matter what you do, right? Just be very clear about what it is that one great thing that you do. Make sure you communicate it with clarity and stick to that one thing. And in my 3rd year, we stuck on relationships, right? It was all about building relationships. Relationships from student to student, student to teacher, teacher to home, administration to home. And we really focused on that. And what happened was all of the initiatives that I had tried for the first 2 years started to organically grow because now we all started to take more time in building the relationships and the connections between what we were trying to get at. But the greatest move that I ever made was when I was able to build a 90-minute a 90-minute block of time for Jeff Gorski, who was our science and math teacher. At that time, he was only teaching science. For him to come help me with administrative duties, right? And he was really good at scheduling. He understood the behavior plan that we were putting into place, the positive support program and our point system, and he just took that and he ran with it. And later, 2 years later, Jeff ended up being the principal of the school. So I think why we look at great is to always find those opportunities for not how far we advance ourselves, but how far we can advance other people. And I think that's really the main reason of why we should always be looking at great. If you're okay with the status quo, then so be it. If you want to get to the next level, no matter what that is, no matter what part of your life, right? Whether it's school leadership, whether it's your health, your diet, your family, your love life, being a parent, you always want to be looking at great and striving for greatness. So that's why I love that Todd started his book with this chapter, because I have a very clear remembrance of what that was like when I had my aha moments and things were starting to be more clear for me only because I met these 5 people. Joy Warner from Community School of Davidson, Alex Quigley from Maureen Joy Charter, Denise Kent from Franklin Academy, Greensboro Academy. His name's escaping me right now. And then I was also at Mountain Community Charter School. And I know the Greensboro Academy now, he's at Summerfield. But anyway, I digress. Anyway, why look at great? So you yourself can be that person that someone's going to see. And that was our goal, right? We wanted to be the model for excellence for other charter schools to come and see us. That turned into our vision. And I know lots of times some of those initiatives that we put in place in 2011, now it's been 6 years, are still in place now, and it's still a great school for all children. So thank you. I hope this added value to you, and you take the time to get off of your island and go see someone who can make the difference in your life.